All right, I'm here with Jill Landon, who is the site manager and curator here for Whalehead and Historic Corolla Park. Jill, tell us a little bit about Whalehead and the significance to the area.
Well, Whalehead is a historic house museum. It tells the story of the Currituck Outer Banks, which is where it's located, in the 1920s and 30s. So you get a real good idea of the heritage of this area. This area is located on the Atlantic Flyway. You get lots and lots of waterfowl. In fact, in the 19th century, we had even more than we do today. The locals said if you looked up in the sky, it looked like smoke. There were so many waterfowl. And that word kind of got passed on. And so a number of very wealthy people from the Northeast came down and bought up a lot of the northern Outer Banks and formed hunt clubs. So here on the property, in the 1870s, when the Currituck Beach Lighthouse was built, this particular area became a hunt club called the Lighthouse Club. Until the 1920s, it was a thriving club, and then the membership kind of waned off, so they decided to put the property up for sale. A wealthy northeastern man, Mr. Edward Collins Knight, Jr., and he purchased 4.5 miles of land from Sound to Ocean. He basically married his second wife in Baltimore, and they came down here for their honeymoon. Spent the time planning this very sumptuous mansion here. It's 5 floors, copper roof, cork tiles, and it's beautiful Tiffany inside, but it took 3 years to build. Started in 1922, finished in 1925, and moved into this building. And then they spent every winter here, or hunting season, until 1934. It was a house basically for their friends and family. Generally, no more than 15 people would be staying here at a time. And there were, in fact, more servants here than there were guests or family. 12 to 14 servants traveled with the Knights. And then they hired a lot of locals. They enjoyed hunting. That's pretty much why they were here. But they did come down every once in a while in the summer because they actually had a pool, an outdoor saltwater pool, which is pretty amazing for the time. In 1934, Mr. Knight got sick and they left the property. Mr. Knight had 2 granddaughters who lived in Europe. Neither of them wanted the property. They actually, the lore says they called it basically just a shack in the sand. But they were used to, one of them was married to a baron, so they were used to, very large homes in Europe. Finally, they found an owner, and bang, World War II started. And so the building was then leased to the Coast Guard. So 400 Coast Guard men were here on the property during the war. And that's how we have actually learned a lot about what was in the house and been able to restore it, because up at the National Archives, the Coast Guard papers are up there, and they list what was, where the water came from, what was in the kitchen, all sorts of things like that. So that's really helped us restore the building back to the 20s and 30s. And I'm really proud of our restoration. We worked really hard on it. We've got a lot of the original things back, and I would love to invite all of you guys to come over and see this beautiful building. So after World War II, there were a number of different owners and uses for the property. There was a boys' school here. And then one of the really important things that happened on the property was the Atlantic Research Corporation leased and then purchased the property. And they did basically rocket fuel testing here. And a lot of what they did was top secret. We don't even know what actually exactly happened on this property. They had underground bunkers. They had all sorts of buildings. The property was really good for their testing because basically it was private. There was really no road here. You had to drive on the sand. Basically, what they found out here got us to the moon, which is pretty incredible, and most people don't realize that. And so then a number of people, after they sold the property, a number of developers owned the property and tried to develop the land. But since, once again, there was no road, so it was very difficult to kind of sell pieces of the land. And the house kind of fell into total disrepair. So by 1992, it almost looked like a haunted mansion. Just snakes in the basement, trees growing out of the fireplaces, things like that. The county purchased the property in 1992. They wanted to have access to the sound on this side, on the Outer Banks. And so this was their access for that. And then they had this building that they needed to decide what to do with. And with a number of different groups, lots of talk and thought was put into it, and they decided to turn this into a 1920s and 30s museum. We do self-guided tours from 10 to 4 almost every day in season. We're open every day, Monday through Saturday, and in the summers every day. We do behind-the-scene tours. Every Wednesday in season we do ghost tours. because we do have a number of different stories about that. When the house was derelict, it really looked scary, so I think some stories got spread around. And so that's kind of fun. And we also do a lot of events on the grounds. We have weddings, we do Whalehead Wednesdays, which is a wine and beer tasting. We have a kids' day, and we also decorate for Christmas, and we do a lot of things at Christmas. So we have lots of fun things going on here in the park. People come and crab and fish and kayak and all sorts of things, picnic. There's always something interesting happening here.
Great. Well, thank you very much. And to learn more, visit whalehead.com on your browser or web device to find out more. All right, we're here with the Fahey family from Salisbury, Maryland, and they're out here having a great time at the 27th annual Independence Day celebration. How many times have you guys been to Corolla on vacation?
5 or 6 at least.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about coming here?
Going to the ocean.
Ocean? Do you like the boogie board or surf?
Boogie board.
Boogie board. Have you guys seen the horses or the lighthouse or anything?
We've seen the lighthouse.
How long did it take you to get up there?
About 30 minutes.
It takes me like 3 hours. I'm slow. Have you guys ever been to the fireworks show here before?
No. Was it rained out 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was rained out 2 years ago.
Well, I think tonight's supposed to be really nice weather, so I think you'll get a good show tonight, and we really appreciate you guys coming out to join us. So
Absolutely.
enjoy your
Lot of fun.
vacation. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're not going to say bye-bye.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye.
Sorry. Okay, we're from State College, Pennsylvania, which is home of Penn State University, so we are. And this is our second year annual family vacation coming down to Corolla in this area. And we love the beach, we love the area, we love the shopping.
We like Duck Donuts.
They like Duck Donuts, so yep, it's been awesome.
Let your patriotism shine and celebrate our country at the annual Currituck Outer Banks Independence Day celebration. Bring your blankets and chairs and watch the sunset as you listen to live music, eat local food, and have fun with family and friends, all capped off by the best fireworks show on the Outer Banks. Thursday, July 4th, gates open at 3 p.m. and fireworks begin at dusk. Located in historic Corolla Park. Admission and parking are free. For more information, go to corollafireworks.com.
The water is what brought us here. It's our way of life, our playground. The water is what keeps us coming back. Find your calm at CorollaNC.com.
I'm here with Chris Dale from the Currituck Club. They are one of the sponsors of our event here, the 27th Annual Independence Day Celebration. Again, taking place on July 4th, just as every year before this. Chris, tell us a little bit about the Currituck Club and what kind of amenities that your guests can expect there.
Oh, sure. Thank you, Stuart. The Currituck Club is located just about 10 miles south of here, and we're a soundfront community. We're about 560 acres. Our property stretches for about 3.5 miles tip to tip, so we are a rather large community. We're actually the area's only gated community, truly gated community, so we provide a lot of safety and security for both our owners, members, and guests. All of our owners and guests, they enjoy a exclusive trolley service that goes all throughout the community. We can take our guests, owners, members all the way down to the beach. And at our beach location, we have a beach valet service, which is unique to ourselves, where that we have our beach valet staff. They're there to take the chairs, umbrellas, and coolers for the guests all the way down to the beach. So mom and dad get to enjoy just a nice little stroll down the beach with a child and with the kids and get to hang out at the beach, have a good time. And we also have beach wheelchairs that we can actually carry folks who have limited mobility down to the beach access. And over on property, we've got a field of about 8 interns this summer who are there to program, and they've got activities, events, all sorts of things going on all throughout the course of the day, 5 days a week. Plus, too, our guests and members are also privy to what's called a pre-wild experience. Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4, we put on this huge party at our main pool, and that way folks who are traveling 8, 10, 12 hours to get here to see us, they can come in, relax, they can have wine, beer. We offer one free mimosa for each of the adults out there. We have a local masseuse, Danielle Tybalt. She offers a free 5-minute chair massage. A lot of people take advantage of that, me myself included. And then we also have the fine folks from Kitty Hawk Kites. They come out and set up a booth and show all of the different adventure packages they have to offer. And also we have other folks like Corolla Surf Shop. They're out there visiting with us, talk about all the different surf lessons they offer. And that's just a few of the things that we offer there at the Currituck Club.
Awesome. Where can folks find out a little bit more about the community or find some homes that might be for rent?
Oh, sure. They can check with the local real estate companies. Village Realty, Paramount Destinations, Brindley Beach are three of the main companies that they can go to search for. And if they want some more information, they can also visit our website at currituckclubresort.com.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Stuart.
Out of the darkness, it still stands, guiding mariners on their way, a beacon of light for all to see. Find your light at CorollaNC.com.
Let your patriotism shine and celebrate our country at the annual Currituck Outer Banks Independence Day celebration. Bring your blankets and chairs and watch the sunset as you listen to live music, eat local food, and have fun with family and friends, all capped off by the best fireworks show on the Outer Banks. Thursday, July 4th, gates open at 3 p.m. and fireworks begin at dusk. Located in historic Corolla Park. Admission and parking are free. For more information, go to CorollaFireworks.com. Let your patriotism shine and celebrate our country.